Kingpin is officially in the MCU, and there are a few Marvel projects where he might show up next. Since the ending of Netflix Daredevil, those who watched the series have been begging for several key players to be canonized in the MCU, including Charlie Cox's Daredevil, as well as Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk. Now, thanks to an appearance in Hawkeye and Daredevil's official reboot that's on the way, Marvel has thrown Fisk into the MCU mix as the crime lord potentially pulling strings behind the scenes in New York. While he most frequently draws the ire of Daredevil and Spider-Man, Kingpin has been a thorn in the side of many superheroes, including Captain America, Wolverine, Luke Cage, and many more. However, his actions have been indirectly responsible for creating new heroes as well, and in the comics, he's inadvertently responsible for turning Maya Lopez into the vigilante Echo. Even though on-screen depictions frequently show him as a grounded New York crime boss, his ventures and aspirations go far beyond just that, proven by his current comic book role of Mayor of New York City. Kingpin is one of the most cunning foes in all of Marvel Comics, and his public face as a legitimate businessman makes it even harder to discern his legitimate intentions from his criminal ones. Keeping his penchant for hidden agendas and secret plans in mind, it's likely that Marvel plans to use him in a few more MCU projects. Here are the upcoming MCU projects that might hold a surprise role for Wilson Fisk. Echo announced shortly before the character made her official debut in Hawkeye Episode 2, an Echo TV series is an incredibly safe bet for where we might see Wilson Fisk next. In the comics, Echo is Kingpin's adopted daughter, whom he took into his care after arranging for her father to be executed in a double cross. Upon realizing that she has the power to duplicate another person's physical movements, Fisk began training her from a young age to become his personal assassin and eventually sent her on a mission to kill Daredevil before Matt Murdock revealed the truth of her father's murder to her. Since then, Lopez has had a stark and bitter vendetta against Wilson Fisk and has tried to bring him down on several occasions as both Echo and the Ronin. With Hawkeye introducing a deliberate combination of Maya Lopez, Wilson Fisk, and the latter's role in the killing of Maya's father, it's evident that the MCU wants to riff on the events from the comics. This sets up the perfect circumstances for Echo's spin-off series, which will more than likely feature Wilson Fisk as the primary antagonist as the young vigilante seeks her revenge. Fisk may have been shot at the end of Hawkeye, but it's clear that he survived based on his sudden disappearance. Peter Parker's Spider-Man trilogy. Although Spider-Man: No Way Home was a huge success, it's a little hard to see exactly what the wall crawler's trajectory will be like moving forward. However, there has been a lot of speculation about what the next Spider-Man trilogy might hold, one that follows his exploits in college instead of high school. It would be a great opportunity for the MCU to give their Spider-Man films a grittier atmosphere and keep their stories and villains at street level, and Kingpin would be the perfect character to embody this tonal shift. Even before the MCU, Spider-Man and Kingpin go way back. In the Ultimate Comics universe, Wilson Fisk was actually one of the first villains Spidey ever encountered. Fisk was even responsible for an assassination attempt on the life of Aunt May, an event that almost pushed Peter over the edge into killing him. In the aftermath of the ending of Spider-Man: No Way Home, the circumstances of Peter Parker's life have never been direr, and Kingpin is certainly well connected enough to continue to make Spider-Man's life even worse. Daredevil, born again. Ever since the beloved Netflix show Daredevil was cancelled back in 2018, audiences have wanted the opportunity to see Matt Murdock on screen once again. Thankfully, this will indeed be the case thanks to Marvel's renewal of the series for Daredevil, Born Again. This will exist in a separate continuity to the Netflix show, although it's unclear how much soft rebooting the new episodes intend to do tonally. Whatever the case may be, no Daredevil project would be complete without the presence of Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk. Not only has Kingpin remained Daredevil's greatest nemesis for longer than 40 years, but D'Onofrio's first performance as Fisk in Daredevil Season 1 helped to elevate the series beyond just being an entertaining superhero show. Seeing Charlie Cox and D'Onofrio share the screen again would not only be immensely entertaining for fans of both characters, but it would also bring back a little of the prestige that made Netflix Daredevil feel like an event when it was first released. Secret Invasion. One property that doesn't seem overtly connected to Kingpin's criminal activities is the Secret Invasion miniseries, but depending on how the MCU decides to approach the material, it could be very fitting to his plans. In the comics, the Secret Invasion storyline happens when an army of shapeshifting Skrulls invade Earth and assume the identities of many of the planet's heroes. The TV adaptation of Secret Invasion has a huge cast built on star power, and, depending on how significantly the events of the series shake up the MCU, it's entirely in keeping with Fisk's character that he'd find a way to manipulate the situation for his own ends. While it's certainly exciting to see Kingpin once again serving as a major player in the universe moving forward, the only thing more exciting than his return in Hawkeye is the anticipation of seeing where he might pop up again next. Key release dates: Black Panther, Wakanda Forever release date, the 11th of November 2022. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania release date, the 17th of February 2023. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 release date, the 5th of May 2023. The Marvels, Captain Marvel 2 release date, the 28th of July 2023. Captain America, New World Order release date, the 3rd of May 2024. Marvel's Thunderbolts release date, the 26th of July 2024. Marvel's Fantastic Four release date, the 14th of February 2025. Avengers, The Kong Dynasty release date, the 2nd of May 2025. Avengers, Secret Wars release date, the 1st of May 2026. Blade 2024 release date, the 6th of September 2024.